Welcome back, guys, to the Vibe Theory Podcast. I'm your girl, L Boogie.
I'm busy.
Perfect. And today, guys, we got something monumental in store for you guys. Again, we're going through our top 10 all time greatest soundtracks. And again, this is going to be probably a two-parter or maybe a three-parter. Just depends. So please don't beat us up in the comments because y'all know we've been doing a lot as Black folks as far as moving the needle. So, but we're just going to try to highlight a couple for right now. We only have an hour to do this. But the first one we want to start out, and we want to pay homage to, is we're going to celebrate Car Wash. Car Wash is celebrating 50 years today. I mean, this year, 2026. This came out in 1976, guys. And this was the brainchild of Norman Whitfield. And everybody knows him as being the in-house songwriter, producer, composer for Motown and some of the legends that came through Motown. Mighty Temps, everybody, this guy was everywhere. And he kind of enlisted Rolls Royce to actually do the music, what you would say, the score for this. And oh my God, the songs that come from this, guys. Oh my God. First of all, let's start with the title of the movie, Car Wash itself, the song Car Wash. They're talking about washing car wash. Get your car washed today.
I mean, that was
they
a
were singing
hit.
on this thing, man. It was crazy.
I mean, it was a hit. I mean, let's break it down. I mean,
Yeah.
that movie in itself, I mean, granted, it's not Oscar award winning, but let's say it, in Black cinema, it's what sets things off because it was that stepping stone into African Americans having a seat at the table. So that's why this movie is on the list. Because you have the opportunity for, our people to have a movie and a high budget movie. I mean, I don't remember how much this movie made or even the budget to make it.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you had people running to the movies to see it. Why? Because we made it.
We made it. And to see ourselves on screen, that was something that we didn't get to see often in our community.
Exactly. You saw the struggle. You saw people, working day to day just like you. That's why this movie is synonymous. And then along with that soundtrack that comes along with it, because we're gonna go hard with the soundtrack.
With the soundtrack.
We're gonna go hard.
Exactly.
So I mean, you had Car Wash, which everybody and their mama know it. Even if you don't know and never seen the movie, Car
the song.
Wash.
Right, you know the song. Exactly. You know the song. It's
You're
just
on my mind. I mean, Daddy Rich, you got a chance.
Exactly, Daddy Rich.
You gotta believe I'm going down. If anybody don't know, I'm going down.
I'm going down.
Blige didn't write it.
Exactly.
I'm going down.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So
I mean, just listening to it is, and then the whole thing about, the I want to get next to you. Think about that. Woo! The way he was speaking is hard. He was trying to get next to that girl.
Yes. I mean, think about how many babies were made.
The brothers went to the club and used that line.
Okay.
I just want to get next to you, girl.
Exactly.
You can ask a lot of people today, that's their mama be like, oh, well, your daddy used to listen to that song. That's how he got me.
Exactly. Attempting to sing. But yes, I mean, again, staple songs that still, till this day, stand the test of time. And that is why we wanted to make sure that we brought this soundtrack to light, to mention it as one of those synonymous soundtracks, because to talk about soundtrack, we cannot not talk about Car Wash. It would be a disservice if we did not talk about Car Wash.
We didn't talk about Car Wash.
And to especially the fact that it's 50 years.
It's 50 years.
50 years. And knowing that those songs now that we still listen to, even if it's a remake.
Right.
Knowing that they're still being played. That just shows the music that he produced.
and the
It's still
resilience.
staying. Exactly.
Exactly, in the music, and like I said, it resonates, and it's still resonating to this day,
Exactly.
you know, from the rim shots that were used on "I Wanna Get Next to You." I mean,
Exactly.
he was synonymous with that rim shot. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you know, I'm pretty sure that that's probably what Erica was probably thinking about when she made rim shot, you know, because I mean, the way
Mhm.
he killed that junk on the rim shot on "I Wanna Get Next to You" is
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Oh, man, and then the bass, you know, that slap with that bass, oh my god, on Car Wash itself, and then that
Yep.
that
Look, if I could play the bass, I would do it every day. I
I'm
don't
trying
care.
to
Brushing my
tell
teeth, I would
you.
play bass with it too. I mean, that's just how good the bass sound. I mean, seriously.
I'm trying to tell you, man, he made that bass talk. He literally walked that thing. I mean, it was like crazy way he killed that thing and slapping that bass around. I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is amazing."
But
You
but
know?
that's a sign of a good bass player when you can make it talk.
Oh, yeah,
When you can make that sucker talk,
that's right.
you know
You know what you're
that's
doing.
a exactly. You
You
know
know what you're doing.
you a bass player.
You a serious bass player. You mean, you cold, bruh, and ain't nobody mess with you, bruh. I ain't lying. Good
Exactly.
gracious. That cat walk that thing, man. I ain't lying. Oh my
So
goodness.
yes, yes. And I mean, give that man his flowers. Give
Yes.
that man his flowers.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, because I
Oh,
think if you mentioned, you said Nathan East
yeah.
is on that album,
Absolutely.
and so and he is an underrated musician. People do not talk about Nathan East enough.
Right.
And I love Nathan East. I mean, because I am a huge fan of Foreplay.
Oh yeah,
And
the jazz band. Yes.
yes, and I love the body of work that he does. I mean, he's even done some solo work, but give
Oh
that
well,
man his flowers.
let me correct. It wasn't Nathan East. Nathan East actually was how he developed his style was from the original person who played that, who was called the Duke. They called him the Duke.
Oh,
His name is LaQuint Job, but they call him
okay.
the Duke. And yeah, you are the Duke, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro,
Exactly.
you killed that bass.
Bow down
he,
to the Duke because he killed it.
he killed it. So and again, that's who, you know, these cats like Nathan East, they look to him and mimic
Yes.
the way he played the bass, which
Yes.
again just made Nathan East evolve into something else. Let's come back to Nathan East though, because he is on the list and you'll see where he's playing bass,
Gotcha.
where he shows up, and you'll see how all of these things kind of coincide together.
Yes, but give that
Ooh,
man his flowers. So
yeah,
absolutely. So, but
absolutely.
next on our list, and honestly, I think it's one of those that is still till this day synonymous. One of my favorite groups who was throughout this whole sucker, Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, the Bee Gees, the Bee Gees, man, come
A
on,
black person who don't know who don't like the Bee Gees, and if you don't like the Bee Gees, there's something
something's
wrong with
wrong with
you.
the Bee Gees, man. When I tell you, man.
mean, let me tell you, that pretty man with that falsetto voice, you better sing, boy. You better sing.
Exactly, exactly. Barry them did that. Barry and brothers did that. Them Gibbs boys they was the truth, man. I'm telling you. They
Me.
they played like, you know, they hung out with us.
And they probably did.
They
I
probably
mean,
did.
let's just be honest. But the music that they put on that, I mean, and there were so many songs that resonate and still play this to this day. I mean, think about it. You know, you had Night Fever, you had
Mhm.
what Disco Inferno, you
Disco
had,
Inferno.
and then I mean, and on top of that, I mean, think about the careers that propelled. I mean, you know, were propelled from that movie. I mean, he danced his butt off in that movie. He vowed never to dance again.
But
I mean,
that's and think about that. That's another thing with these soundtracks, guys. Like I said, the soundtracks kind of embodied and also walk in parallel to the movie
hmm
because the opening, he's walking, but he is not just strolling. He's walking to a
exactly.
beat of his own drum. You know, it is literally the
I
opening
mean,
shot. Who
think
directed
about it.
Saturday Night Fever?
I mean, staying alive. I mean,
Exactly.
how many times have you walked down the street, you got Staying Alive in your head?
Your head. Especially if you fly. If you fly, you fly.
I mean, and this is another soundtrack that stands the test of time. I mean, and you've had countless artists, do covers of
Mhm.
those songs. How Deep Is Your Love? More
More
Than
than
a
a woman.
Woman.
Yeah, More Than a Woman. Yep.
And then let's not forget the Fifth of Beethoven. I mean,
Yes.
that was a joy.
Yes.
I mean, if people didn't know who Beethoven was, they
Okay.
might just see people.
Who did feel?
I mean, let's really run it. I mean, and then on top of that, you really got a chance to be introduced to the Bee Gees as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. So that was a part of that soul that the blue-eyed soul. That was a part of that blue-eyed soul integration into our culture. That kind of we know that birthed and led for the others to come through, Tina Marie's and all of these folks that Lisa Stansfield and
Exactly. Because I mean, disco, even though disco is dead, it transformed into that funk.
it did.
And that really helped with keeping the Bee Gees relevant.
Right.
Because I mean, it transitioned to, How Deep Is Your Love and what is the one that Destiny's Child did a cover of? I can't even think of the name of it now.
Is it If I Can't Have You?
No, it's not.
No,
If I
no,
Can't
no,
Have
not that. If
You.
I Can't Have You. I know which one you're talking about.
I know, and it's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come back to me by the end of the show.
Right.
Just knowing the songs that came out of that. I mean, so that's why I had to mention Saturday Night Fever, because I mean, it is still a joint that you can't help but mention. I mean, and think about it, with that music, you had also Barry White, who came in with the orchestra.
Exactly.
Because
Love Unlimited.
Exactly.
Love Unlimited Orchestra.
So that's why I put this on the list.
Exactly.
That still stands the test of time. And I mean, and this album was back in the 1970s. So
this was 77.
This was 77. So 49 years. It's close.
Exactly.
And,
but
and
who
still
directed
relevant.
the movie though? Who was the director?
God. I'll have to take a dive into that, but let me tell you, it's still one of those that I've
John Badham. That was who the director was. It was produced by Robert Stingwood.
Okay. So, but yeah, I mean, and stayed on the Billboard charts.
It did. I mean, I think they broke records, right?
It
Number
did.
one hits.
It did.
I mean, pretty much, maybe 6, 7 of the songs were top 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, again,
yeah. I mean, and same
they
for
came with it.
Exactly. I mean, they had hits that stayed on the Billboard.
Stayed on the chart.
And that's why these soundtracks are relevant. And and it's sad that they don't do them like they used to anymore.
Exactly.
So yeah. So but next on that list, had to do it, The Wiz.
Yes, The Wiz. We cannot not talk about The Wiz. Guys, I mean, oh my goodness.
I'm gonna ease on down that road too. Look, let me tell you. If regardless
this is
of whether
1978. 78, guys.
And
78.
regardless of whether it's the musical, the movie, however you want to look at it, all of them are comparable.
And then didn't Latifah didn't Queen do a new adaptation of The Wiz that was on television?
Yes, there was. I didn't like it. I almost forgot about it. You brought it back up. I forgot about it. I tried to forget.
Okay.
It wasn't all that good.
It wasn't
all that good. Because Neo did the Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to forget it.
The casting could have been better. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the casting could have been better, because Neo tried to do, so we're going to try to forget it. We're going to try to forget. But we're going to rewind it back to the 1970s.
So we go through the 78 version, the one that starred Diana Ross, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey Russell, You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
No shade.
No shade, y'all. No shade.
No
Sometimes this is where exactly right, but this is where it comes to. Sometimes things are better left alone. I'm just saying, or if you're gonna do it, and list some other people that can try to say, "Oh man, I don't know about that right there."
Exactly. We're
Come
just
on,
gonna say, you know what? Let's
yeah,
keep it moving. So
yeah,
that's what
we
we're
people,
gonna do.
you
But
know,
yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The Wiz was that joint, and I mean, and after just a little backstory with that one to learn that Luther Vandross, before Luther was Luther, had a hand in the Wiz
right?
sound. Knowing that I think he said that he had wrote
He wrote,
New Day.
yeah, he wrote Brand New Day.
And
That's
so
crazy.
exactly. And so after going back and listening to it, I'm like, I hear him. I
You can
hear him
hear
in
him.
it. So, knowing that, I'm just like, wow, and he is forever part of that history, you
Yeah.
know, of that
Hmm.
soundtrack. And so, and again, I mean, it's one of those that really just stands the test of time because, I mean, you've got Michael, who, I mean, whoever did the casting for this movie
Spot
did a
on.
brilliant
They did a
job.
brilliant job.
Exactly, because I know that Barry Gordy had a hand
Hmm.
in doing this movie because he really wanted to try to get into doing movies. He wanted
Right.
Motown to have that kind of facet. And so I don't know if he was part of the casting, but if he was, kudos to him
Kudos to him. Exactly, because
because,
that was perfect.
exactly, because I cannot see anyone else playing the Scarecrow. I
Scarecrow.
cannot see anyone else playing the Tin Man, and
Exactly.
even seeing Diana Ross,
Hmm.
playing Dorothy. I
Hmm.
mean, honestly,
Yeah, think about it. She's supposed to be playing like a younger teenager or younger
mhm,
young adult, but I think
young adult.
she was well, in her 20s playing this role.
Mm,
Think about that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
it's like, and she made it believable. And I think
exactly.
that when it came to the musical and Diana Ross being able to do that, I think that was a stepping stone to allow her to do Mahogany and Lady Singer Blues.
It
It kind of
propelled her.
pushed her into that.
Yep, it propelled her because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm glad she made it her own because you
Right.
can't do Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills is Stephanie Mills,
It's Stephanie Mills. Right.
you know. So I'm so glad she made it her own, and I think
Absolutely.
that's why it worked for her. And I
Hmm.
mean, and the music that was in Wiz, I mean, the Tin Man, like his song
Ooh,
alone. I mean, what would
okay.
I do? And
What would
then
I
the
do?
harmony. I mean,
And then think about this. Now, what would I do? The big from that, Nas used that on one of his albums. My goodness.
facts, facts.
He flipped it. My God. And just made it into another thing. But it's like, good gracious of life, made the meaning even more. My God.
I
We
mean,
brilliant, man. We
exactly.
brilliant.
I mean, just the way that they made the music work and the fact that they made it work to the level of what that artist is able to do.
To
They didn't
do.
have to go out of their comfort zone of trying to
Hmm.
make the song work. They made
Exactly.
it work to that person, and that's
Right.
why it worked. I mean, think about it. Ease on. I mean, with um uh,
Um,
you won't win.
that was Michael all day. And he just shined.
Day. Exactly. I mean, especially with the movement, that was
Right.
that was pre-Thriller. That was all. Wait,
It's
hold on.
it's
Wait, I'm
it's
about to.
what you talking about? That's pre-Billie Jean, man. That was pre-Billie Jean. I mean, honestly, the way that cat, his artistry, he took that scarecrow and he had that scarecrow had the flavor. Oh my
He
God.
made
He
it
was
his
almost
own.
liquid the way he did it. Oh my goodness.
Exactly. He made it his own,
Whew.
and that's why no one else can play it.
Exactly. No one
No one
don't
else
dare
can
touch
play
it.
it. No one else
Don't
can
touch it,
sing it.
guys.
Just leave it alone. It is a
Leave it
part
alone.
of perfection all by itself in a protective box.
Exactly.
Leave it alone. But,
Exactly.
but to round it off with the great late Lena Horne.
Yes. Oh,
If
Lena,
that woman
yes.
don't make you
That
want
Lena
to
was
throw your
what?
hand up and say
What?
hallelujah, that
Oh
woman.
my goodness.
I
Lena
felt every bit
Horne.
of that song. I mean, I think every time she sing
Mm.
it, I shed a tear because I'm just like, woo, yes, lady.
you. So I'm like, oh my goodness, they had powerhouses. See, again, and then he just could have stuck with just Motown, but he incorporated jazz. He infused
Yes.
everything from that. I mean, dance,
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, just the choreography alone with the Wiz. Oh my God.
I mean, think
That's
about it.
another thing.
That's probably where Kim in America got it from. Like, ooh,
That,
let's mimic the
come on,
Wiz. But yeah,
let's mimic the
that's another
Wiz.
story.
That it sure is. Come on, guys, I'm telling you, please be patient with us. I'm telling you guys, it is so much. When I tell you, man, I knew this topic was gonna be one of those
Exactly.
that we're gonna have to do a 2-part, maybe a 3-part, and sometimes a 4, because
Because there's too much body of work
it's
out
just
there.
too much. It's just
It
too much.
is. It is. But what else you got? What else you got?
Okay, so let's see what else I had after that. Oh, well, we're gonna go into Purple Rain. We gotta go into Purple Rain. We just gotta do Purple Rain. I mean, honestly, Purple Rain
We just gonna call it the
being
Prince album.
exactly. We gonna call that another Prince. Purple Rain, legendary. Just the opening scene. I would die for you. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Dearly beloved.
Then you gotta say dearly beloved. Dearly beloved. Oh, we are gathered here today.
Then you call life.
Stop the same call life, y'all. Mm,
But you know what? I mean, if anything, don't get me wrong. You know, Prince already had I Will Die for You. I mean, not I Will Die for You, but Be Your Lover. He already had that
oh
way
yeah.
before Purple Rain came out. But
Right.
let's be honest. This movie, this album, propelled him to stardom to a point where you're just like, that star ain't coming down.
It's not. He cemented himself in the sky, and that is
Exactly.
it. That was it.
Exactly. Because he showcased all of his talent.
Exactly.
All of his talent. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. His acting is not Oscar winning, but what you saw is you saw a man who had fun. He was living his absolute dream. It
On
wanting to
screen.
be an actor, wanting to be a musician, wanting to
Exactly.
be the playboy, wanting to be
Right.
just everything that he possibly
Everything.
dreamed of. He said, I'm going to do it. I'm
Exactly.
going to do it. And with Purple Rain, you cannot talk about the movie without talking about
Talking
that
about the song.
doggone soundtrack.
Exactly. Exactly. And the song, the title song. I mean, Purple Rain
Exactly.
itself, the ending and I mean, it was almost like it was a long montage of a ton of videos that he had in his
Mhm.
head when we was watching on screen.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it was literally a swan song. You know, it was a swan song, and you're just like, wow. We
Wow.
saw a masterpiece unfold before our
For our
eyes
eyes.
over 40
It-
years ago, and
exactly.
we're still saying wow till this day. 'Cause, I mean,
Exactly.
the way he made that guitar sing,
See, boy, what you talking about?
I mean,
Oh
there
my
is
goodness.
not enough that you cannot say about this album and the artists that were on it. I mean, you know, yeah, you've got Jimmy Jam and Terry.
And Terry Lewis.
I think they were
Um,
on that one, but I mean, you've got many.
but you got the time. You got
Thank you. That's who I'm thinking
Jesse
about. You got the
Johnson,
time. Yes.
and you got all of them in there. So it's like the time, Morris. Oh my
Yes,
goodness,
Morris Day and the time. That's who I'm trying to think of. Morris Day.
Morris Day.
I mean, you know, and so it just all worked. So
Did.
and to see all of that, you know, on screen, and then to also feel that on the album.
Mhm.
That is why that album is still in print today.
To this day,
Till this
because
day.
of the fact that that was almost like, I mean, you know how you want to take scenes and bits and pieces from a movie with you? You could do that literally. It was portable. He had you see it on screen, but you were able to, if you could purchase the actual album, you could actually have the movie with you portably.
Yeah.
That was genius. How it just parallel. It was just oh my goodness, man.
So
Ugh.
I mean, so yeah, we could not talk about soundtracks without not
Without
having
talking
Purple
about
Rain on this list.
We may need to
'Cause
do a second interview on that because there's so much that we can unpack with just Prince and his musical
Oh
genius,
yeah.
that would take up the entire segment.
And we will because his birthday is coming up, so we'll do that.
Yes.
So we will
Yes.
definitely do that.
Absolutely.
What we will. But the next soundtrack that I think is worth mentioning because there were too many great artists on it. Boomerang soundtrack.
Exactly. Guys,
The
when we talk
Boomerang.
about soundtracks that you can press play and go. Now we just talked about Purple Rain. That's one you can press play and go. You
Mm-hmm.
can press play and go with
Yep.
Boomerang.
Yep.
Tony Braxton.
Yes. Yes.
Love should have brought you home
last
last
night.
night.
You know, I mean,
Let's
and
talk
here's
about the title. Let's talk about
Yeah.
the title. And then the fact that they was able to use that. And again, it just all just came back to like full circle. Hearing
Mhm.
Tony Braxton sing it, and then to see Halle Berry, love should have brought your ass home last night. When she was Lord, that's one of those things like you like
Mhm.
just the movement. Guys, when I tell you we are literally poetry in motion.
In motion. Yes. Yes. And I mean, and again, this is kind of where, you know, back when soundtracks were the thing, soundtracks, the song fit
Right.
the movie
Movie to
perfectly.
the T. It was
That
almost like the songwriter and the writer of the script were in tandem together.
Exactly.
On the same plane together and just what? Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly. Because that song, you know, you see him doing her dirty.
right.
He's staying home. He's out late. Guess what?
Back up with old girl. The old girl that
Yes.
throws you to the side. But now he's like
Exactly.
he even said it in the movie B. He's my son. I got it going on again. Dude, that's only because you got your
Exactly.
confidence back. That's the only reason
Exactly.
why, man.
Exactly. But yet, again,
You gonna risk it.
love should have brought you home last night. So, I
Exactly.
mean, again, one of those movies that just fits with the movie and speaks to what's going on in the movie. You know, There You Go with Johnny Gill.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
There you go. Oh my God.
Mm.
The way the song came on. I mean, it was just like, woo, he got you.
yes.
Like the dude just grab you by the neck. Oh.
You know, or Give You My Heart, you know,
Exactly.
where you got the awkward between Babyface and Tony Braxton. But
Exactly.
still, we don't talk about that. But I mean, but the song still works.
But no. Exactly. So listen, I would die for you. I would die without you.
Yes.
PM Dawn. We get
Yes.
again, guys. We got to talk about our brother and our sisters and brothers overseas across the pond. Dude, but then PM Dawn, nobody
Yeah.
had even heard who they was, and
Nope.
this came on. We was like, what the heck, bro? When I tell
Yes.
you, it felt like that song. If you listen to the instrumentation that was used on that song,
Yes.
it sounds like some down tempo, some chill. It sounds like some trip hop stuff that you would hear today, like something Kaytranada would do today. It is just like that.
That was coffee house music that people call today.
Coffee house music.
But look, my joint on there, Tonight Is Right, Keith Washington.
Exactly. Keith,
People sleep on Keith Washington.
Exactly. People do sleep on Keith. But Keith was that smooth, classic joker that came through. He was, he was like, I'm quiet to the party, but when I'm ready to talk to you, I'm gonna be in your face, and I'm going. This is what I got to offer. You either coming with me or you're not.
Keith Washington is the brother that said, you saw me on the stories. You saw me.
Keith was that dude, man. He had that box. I mean, his hair was all nice. He had that
texturizer.
Yeah, that texturizer. He was the S-Curl man back then. Y'all don't even understand. They had a thing called S-Curl man where they even had, this was like a pageant, like for the bros to be on that box. You had to come with it. Your stuff had to be lined up straight.
Between the Jerry curl and the dry curl.
And the jack curl, right? The freedom curl, the Wave Nouveau.
Triple water.
No.
Oh my God.
Man, I went back with that damn Wave. But dude was in a double-breasted suit. Keith was always clean. You could probably back in the day. Keith probably wore Dracar. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of brother he was.
He was
Wearing
an
Drake on.
ascot with a double-breasted suit. Let's be honest. Brother man go into a room, you know he was like, "No, let me get some pump." You know, that's what
Exactly.
he wanted.
People
But
don't
no.
talk about Keith Washington, but
Exactly. But no, I love
smooth dude, man.
exactly.
Man, I love him. And we don't have
Exactly.
no bros like that that's singing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Have that double breast suit. I mean, Keith, he looked like he wore that double breast suit the grocery store, anywhere. Just go change his oil. He was at the shop with his double breast on. You know, like everybody looking at him like a car salesman or something. He was smooth, man. Washington was that dude. I'm not
And
lying.
that's why he was perfect
It's
on
for
the
this role.
soundtrack. Because honestly,
Exactly.
he embodied
Marcus.
Martin
Marcus
yes,
Grant.
Marcus, Eddie Murphy's
Marcus Grant.
character. Because I mean
Exactly.
he embodied that. And so, you know, tonight is right. And honestly, as I look back at it now, I can't see anybody else singing it but Keith Washington.
Me neither. Exactly. And it was like it was well rounded, you know, as far as because this was LaFace. This was LaFace doing this particular again, y'all see that here we are. We have one particular producer, one time, one mind, one body that is doing a body of work. So think about Norman Whitfield setting the pace with Car Wash, and now we've gotten all these cats that are producers, that are songwriters, that are doing and cementing themselves into the lexicon as well by coming in and saying, "Hey, I'm going to tackle this project as well." So kudos to LaFace for doing that because they introduced us to some power hitters right now that are legends.
Yes. And give Babyface his flowers.
You gotta give Babyface his props on that.
You know, the man put in work. I mean, and his name is not. This is gonna be the last time his name comes up.
Exactly. Not even the
This is gonna be the last time his
This
name
would
comes
definitely
up.
not be the last.
But what's the next one you got on your list?
Okay, so after that, we got to go to Bodyguard, guys. Anybody who knows me, DJ L Boogie loves Whitney Houston. I love Whitney. Whitney, to me, is my all-time favorite. She is the all-time greatest. She is the voice. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody
How can you not? How can you not?
Whitney.
Because here's the thing, and it's the funniest thing. This comedian said Whitney Houston has a big woman's voice.
Exactly.
And you don't know where it come from.
Nobody could tell you where it came from. It's so crazy. You can't even describe a Whitney Houston voice. That's the thing about it. It's one of those things that you have to listen. You just have to listen and just let whatever comes over you because Whitney was stereo. She was surround sound. She was everything. She was high definition. She was everything for an audio.
You know what? And here's what I will say: Arista, who was who produced this album, they did right by having the A side all Whitney Houston,
right? B
side everybody else.
Everybody else. Y'all get in when you fit in.
You know what fit in. But A side gonna be everything.
That's gonna be everything Whitney.
Let me tell you. I mean, you can play that whole side from front to back. Now, B side.
Press play and go. B side, yeah, it is.
It's your
I don't
choice.
even remember the songs that was on the B side.
It had some stuff.
Who was on there?
Lisa Stanfield was on it.
See, now I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. What song did she have?
She had a song called "Someday I'm Coming Back." Soul System was on it. It's gonna be a lovely day.
Okay.
And so there were, and then the theme song for the Bodyguard that was on there as well.
Yeah.
So again, I know not a lot of people play the B side.
Right. No, I did. I thought it was all Whitney.
But I mean, let's go back to the important side though. I mean,
yes,
all of those songs, let's be honest, all of them were chart toppers. Every single one of them were on the Billboard top list.
Top 100. Yes.
I mean, I would not doubt that they probably were at least 1 through 10 somewhere.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just went down the list.
Exactly. And I know that Dolly Parton is saying "Oh Jesus" to this day.
Dolly didn't need to have to do. She didn't need to sing any more for the rest of her life.
Exactly. But real talk though. I mean, the songs that were selected for this movie, I
Mhm.
mean, just
Perfect.
fit in perfectly. I mean, because the on-screen, even though this was really her
Acting debut. It was her acting debut. She
acting
had never acted
debut,
before.
and that's true, but it wasn't so far off for her because it was a musician, and that's why I
Exactly.
say it wasn't so far off. It was something she at least knew about
Right.
that at least comes easy for her.
Right.
But the on-screen chemistry between her and
Her and
Kevin
Kevin
Costner,
Costner. Oh my goodness.
it was there, and then with
Woo.
the music of "I Will Always Love You,"
Love you.
it
Oh my
just
goodness.
fit. I
Oh my
have
goodness.
nothing. I'm every woman. Run to
Exactly.
you. I mean, in
Oh my God. Run
of
to
the
you.
night, you know.
Little the scene, run to you. Think about it.
Yeah.
It was a figment of his imagination. He was watching it on screen, but it was the way she was running to him, and it was oh my God, it was so sensual. I was like, Lord have mercy. The dude, he was about to Kevin Costner was about to lose his mind. I
Yes.
guarantee you.
I mean, running to this woman trying to save her.
Save
I mean,
her.
even just with the song "Jesus Loves Me,"
Yeah.
with the song with her and her sister, because
Mhm.
the sister was jealous and irritated with the fact
Right.
that her sister had
Mhm.
been propelled to stardom and she was
Right.
left behind. So I
Exactly.
mean, all of those songs just really, even though it's a short list of songs, 6 songs, it
Mhm.
encompassed
Classic song.
that movie to a point where you're just like, wow, it really just, and those songs still stand the test of time.
They sure
Because
do.
again, when you hear "I Always Love You," you think Whitney Houston, you think Bodyguard soundtrack.
That's right.
Because I mean, it
One
it
in the
it all just goes together, and you just it, you can't think of one without the other. You just kudos to whoever arranged those songs and
Who was
decided
that?
what songs would go on that album. I don't know who the producer was of this album, but I mean,
Mm.
it just, let me see if I can find the song credits for it. But I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for
honestly,
too. I don't see it.
it
They just say
just, I
Arista
mean,
Arista as the label,
yeah,
but
but
oh
it just
yes,
works. I mean, that is just, yeah, kudos to them on the work they did and put into this
absolutely.
album.
So this is 1992 when this dropped.
Yeah.
92.
So 92. But the
Mm.
next one that I'm gonna put out there, City.
Yes, let's bring it.
New Jack City, when that
Woo!
New Jack vibe was coming
Yes,
out fresh. I mean, you cannot you cannot leave this off the
you
New
can.
Jack City needs to be off.
Exactly. The reason being is because not only it's a new sound. Think about it.
Yeah.
Now we had soul, R&B, we had funk.
Mhm.
Think about the
Yep.
different genres and the sound of the music as we
Yep.
go through these different soundtracks that we've just rattled off. Here we come to New Jack City,
Yep.
and it's a whole nother sound, all in its own.
Yep.
New Jack,
Yep.
Teddy Riley.
Yes.
We can't talk about New Jack without talking about Teddy Riley.
Technically. Another man
And
really does not get his flowers.
exactly. But see, here's the thing. A lot of people, the song that got me for that album has to be Keith Sweat. There you go. Telling me no. I love that. Listen, we gotta give Keith his flowers. Keith is that man.
He
Man,
got his
Keith
hand in stuff.
Sweat, man.
Yeah,
Had that sound though. He had that sound.
he did.
There you can I mean, he took the New Jack and put that 808 on it. We got to
Yeah,
give
he
him
did.
that credit because he put that funk on that thing. He put that
Yeah,
stank
he
on that
did.
thing with that bass line. Oh my God, that 808 just
Yeah.
pushed that thing. Keith Sweat
Yeah.
stuff to this day still knocks in people's cars. So
You're right.
it's
You're
because of
right.
the 808. He came back and he funked it up with just the way it came on. There you go telling me no again. Girl, stop. It was crazy.
And I guess he funked it up so much he had a little cameo in the movie. Let's
Yeah,
drop that in there.
and he needed that. He needed that. He cleaning his white. Keep on bring the white. Oh my God, he does. He does it with the white. It's a wedding, and he knew how to show up for that.
Look,
When I saw that, I was like, all right, Keith. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. For me, it was Christopher Williams. I'm dreaming. That was my cut. Until this day, I'm still bumping that song. Like, what? Hold on.
Dreaming.
I'm still bumping
Yeah,
that
buddy.
joint. I'm still bumping. I mean, that came out in 91.
91. This is 91. 91, guys.
91.
Yeah. 91.
91.
What? 91.
10 years old at that time. I probably shouldn't have been listening to it nor watching this movie. However,
You little 10 years old getting it.
especially with 2 Live Crew on this joint.
What?
I shouldn't have been listening to 2 Live Crew.
Exactly.
But yes. And I mean,
But-
the Color Me Bad.
Oh, yes. Okay, guys, I'm telling you.
Forget about Color Me
You
Bad.
can't forget about Sexy Up. You can't forget about Boy. Again, the flavor, the smoothness.
Exactly.
This soundtrack really encapsulated that whole movie as, you know, they were slick,
Yes.
they were fresh, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Funky, edgy. Oh my goodness.
But
Everything about
also,
this.
It also propelled the drug epidemic. We can't
It
forget
did.
about that. It
We can't.
propelled the drug epidemic. And you felt that also through the music because you had Ice-T on this album too. So
Yeah,
you
that's
had Ice-T, and Ice-T is not going to let you forget where he came from. I mean, he had
Yeah.
New Jack Hustle on this album.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you have that on there. So I mean, this album wasn't all just about love and ooh, I'm gonna go get you, but no, it has some raw songs on here too. So you had
Right.
Ice-T on here. You had Queen Latifah for the Love of Money.
Yeah, for the love of money.
So
She paired up with LeVert.
yep. So
So-
I mean, so you had that on this album. Yeah, you had the sex song, but you had the rawness of
Had that
what was
rawness,
going on
that
in the
grit.
streets as
The
well.
grit.
That grit, exactly. So I
Mhm.
mean, so you had all of that combined in this soundtrack to
Right.
represent that rawness, the epidemic of drugs that was going on in the streets, the movie.
Mhm.
But then also what was going on behind the scenes.
Behind the
that,
scenes.
that brotherly love, that backstabbing.
Right.
Within
All of that.
this soundtrack. So
For the love of
yeah,
money.
exactly. Yeah. So but what else you got on your list?
So after that, we got to go with Brown Sugar.
Way back.
Yeah, boo. we gotta go with Brown Sugar. And as one of those that, again, to what we're saying, guys, it's like talking about the genre of music we're walking through, and again, this is not the entire thing. Please don't take it for okay. This is what we're thinking, and this is how it should go. No. We're skipping around. We know that we left off a couple of others that we can say.
There's so many. We know.
There's so many. We are good. I'm telling you, we are. There's more to come. I already told you guys we're going to have to do a part 2 because, again, Brown Sugar really tapped in. This is almost like, okay, this is our generation now. Step it back. We now got a little bread on us. We making work. We in corporate America. We working. We got a little job. We got a little stuff, some money saved. So let me go ahead and put my take on what I was listening to as I was growing up.
Exactly.
So you really get a chance to look at the lens and see what we were listening to, what was on our radio tech decks and stuff. Because we now, this is the same demographic that is also have birthed hip hop. And so we kind of growing up together alongside with hip hop, shaping our lives.
Yep.
And now you got to talk about what was the day and when was it that you fell in love with hip hop? I'm a hip hop head.
Yep. I'm right there with
And
you.
this movie.
I'm right there with you.
This movie.
I mean, it was everything.
Yeah.
It was everything. I mean,
Oh,
this
it was
movie made me want to be on a freaking New York stoop on a brownstone.
What? It made you, again, this is what we're talking about, how the soundtrack, again, along with the movie, encapsulates something that says, hey, I need to go there. So when everybody was watching Brown Sugar, what was everybody's first thought? Down south. Man, I need to go up there. I need to go up there because that's where they moving and shaking it at, right? You know what I'm saying? That's where the music is. That's what the music is. I need to be a part of it in some kind of form of fashion. And again, you have to look at it the way they told. It was almost like a living journal, like a living diary, someone's diary, and they're just recounting.
Exactly.
How they fell in love with
It
hip-hop.
was It was
And they bringing you
poetry
along for the
in
ride.
motion. Exactly. And
Was.
it was poetry in motion. I mean,
Oh,
you've got Common on this album. You got Erykah Badu on this joint.
Ooh,
I mean, you got Rasan Patterson. I
Patterson.
mean,
Oh, you
most
can't
deaf.
get my man.
Yes. I
Most
mean,
deaf.
so
The mighty most deaf.
Eric
I'm
B.
telling you. Mm,
Yeah.
paid in full.
I mean, exactly. So I mean, you had so many artists. I mean, this album in itself paid
Mhm.
homage to old and new.
And new.
And that's where I love this album and still play it to this day.
Yeah,
Mad I can't get it
absolutely.
on vinyl.
You
That's
can't.
gonna be another day.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about that on that's another
But
segment, guys.
but
I already
mean,
got a
just
laundry list.
but I mean, but out the songs that were on this album, I mean, Love of My Life. I mean, come on. I mean, just that beat that comes in with it, and then you got Common coming in with his beat and rhyme. I mean, it was just a lyrical match made in heaven. I mean, yeah, that's all I got.
Exactly. It's like my goodness, listening to that, and then I used to love her. The
Mhm.
way they took I used to love her and flipped it.
Exactly. Exactly.
No.
Knowing that it wasn't a woman that he was talking about. I mean,
Mm-mm.
it was a metaphorical, beat song that just
Ooh.
yeah,
Ugh.
it was just everything.
They don't do that no more. Listen,
Now,
writers,
no, they don't.
songwriters, lyricists, get back in your bag, man. Come on, get back in your craft. Pen, baby, pen. Take me on that trip, on that journey. Let me see where you trying, what your thoughts. I mean, bruh, oh my goodness.
Look,
Oh my
Common
goodness.
making money doing commercials now and
Yeah, I
raising his
seen that.
baby with Jennifer
I
Hudson.
seen that. That's okay.
He
That's
ain't cutting us
fine.
no more.
That's fine. But I still know you got a little bit more in you. You can drop it down. You can drop a little something. Come on, bro.
Look, I mean,
Come on.
I mean that album in itself was just a feel good album.
Album.
And I mean, just the music itself, it makes you think about Brown Sugar and that successful life. For me,
Exactly.
I mean, it came out in 2022. I was
Mhm.
almost out of college, and for me, this album was, you know, what's life going into adulthood, and it was
Exactly.
that look into man, the sky is the limit, and
Mhm.
it was that light bulb soundtrack for me.
Really was.
You know, and it was also that intro into that new wave of neo soul music and artists that were
Yeah.
coming out. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, because you had Angie Stone with Calvin Richardson.
yep,
They had a song together on
Richardson,
that. What?
yep,
Oh my goodness. Stone, man. And
I
you
know,
had to go back and put you again, placement guys, artist placement on these soundtracks. It meant something to be on the
yep,
soundtrack, to make
yep,
it to the soundtrack. And knowing that you made it there, you had to
hmm
show up. You couldn't come
yep,
up here with no half step stuff and just
yeah,
just put down something there and it's just soundtrack. Nah, you again setting the precedent. Norman Whitfield,
hmm
Car Wash, Rolls Royce. All I'm saying, we look from the top and you're steady trying to say, oh, this is how, because I know what these soundtracks did to me and how they
hmm
made me feel and how they made me the artist who I am today. So again, let me do the same thing to help the next generation that may
yeah,
stumble upon this and say, hey, because I heard that song, I want
yep,
to be a rapper, or I want to be a music producer, or I want to be
yep,
whatever it may be. But these guys need to show up.
yep,
They got to show up now.
exactly.
They got to show up.
Exactly,
Come on, y'all.
exactly.
Come on,
Now,
y'all.
I know we got one more on the list, but I gotta throw in an Audible. I'm throwing in a lot Audible because we cannot talk about soundtracks without not having this one because I know it's still on your rotation. Love Jones.
I didn't want to touch that. I didn't want to. I want to go home that part two. I want to go home that one part two.
Well,
Love
different
Jones.
part two. Well, different part two.
We got to come back to that, y'all. I got hold that one.
I'm just playing. No, seriously, we'll come back to it, but no.
We'll come
Our
back to Love Jones. We will
final
come back
movie,
to
the
Love.
final movie though, it
Come on.
just celebrated 30 years, which
30
I
years.
cannot believe it, and it makes me
Believe
feel
me.
super old.
It does.
Waiting to
To add.
exhale. A
Woo.
freaking masterpiece. I don't know what Babyface was going through,
Exactly.
but
Press and play. Got everything we said to you guys today. Everything is press and play. So do your research. Do what you need to do. We also will be doing a mix, a playlist on Spotify, so you can check that out with some of our favorite cuts from that. But guys, we have to talk about the title song. You know, Exhale, Whitney. The way she shoot. So for years, I thought the song was shoot because, and that's where I reference it. I reference it as shoot, not exhale.
Mhm.
Shoot, because shooby doo. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
Like, this woman is just making up stuff. She's talking about some shoot. Shooby-doo.
And here's the funny thing about it. It was a placeholder.
It was a placeholder.
Face is just that good.
Babyface. It just worked. It worked. Again, guys, here we go. This man, they need to give this guy his flowers. Please, somebody, if y'all listening to who the powers that be that can do whatever they need to do, celebrate this guy because, and I celebrate him every day. But Babyface is one of those composers on the cusp of Quincy Jones. That's what I look at it as. Babyface was our generation's Quincy Jones.
Exactly. So whatever that the honorable award that they give at
the lifetime achievement or whatever it is.
Babyface need to get it. If he does not have a star on the Walk of Fame, he need to get it. I don't know. That's why I say he need to get it. If he's not in the if he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he need to be in there. Give that man his flowers. Let me tell you.
What do we need to do? Do we need to start a petition? Because it needs to be done.
We need to. It need to be right there next to the one to deport Nicki Minaj. But we're going to get there later. But anyway, no, give that man his flowers. Because, I mean, the work that he put into this album, I mean, front and back in each song works with this freaking
meticulous
album
in placement. It was very meticulous in what he decided as far as giving the song, not only just penning the songs, writing the songs, but who I'm going to place them with. Who placed well with this song. The pairing. It was almost like he went through this like a sommelier. What kind of would go with this particular piece of meat? I mean, it was crazy the way he did this thing.
I mean, and then just the artists who embodied those. I mean, like, why does it hurt so bad? You know, I don't know. I don't remember if during this time is you know, if this is when Whitney and Bobby were having their problems. I don't remember. I don't know when. But I mean, you felt that pain and you felt it with the movie. You felt it. I don't know about anybody else. I shed a little tear when that came on.
Exactly.
Watching it and hearing it during the movie.
During the movie?
16 at that.
Exactly.
15, I shed a little tear. But you know, still, because you felt the pain in the lyrics. I mean, one of the ones that I really enjoy, Let It Flow. I don't even know why I like this song so much. Let It Flow.
No. Toni sung that. She sung that again. Listen, it says let it flow. She's flowing on the songs. It's fluid. When she's singing on that song, man, let it flow. I'm like, let it flow.
Yeah.
Flow.
I'm like, just the way Toni can sing it. You know, just the way Toni can sing it. That is what you expect from Toni. But I mean, even with Brandy singing sitting in my room. Sitting up in my room. And I want to say Rashawn Patterson may have wrote that song. I'm not sure 100%. I'd have to look.
Hold on. But let me tell you, I'm glad you did that. Because guess who's playing? And I told y'all we was going to come back round to Nathan East. Nathan East is playing that bass. Sitting up in Did I tell y'all the slap? Again, from the Duke. Listen, we can't make this stuff up. We can't make this stuff up. Y'all got we got the receipts. We got the receipts. Again, his inspiration. Again, think about the Duke and how he's slapping on car wash, on car wash. Now it's Nathan East's turn. And he's on this soundtrack that he knows. Well, I think everybody knew that this soundtrack was they were doing something monumental with the soundtrack. But the fact that he's slapping that bass on Sitting Up in My Room, man,
That cut. That cut.
dude,
I mean, like I said, give that man his flowers because
give him
he
his
is.
flowers.
I mean, but
They
the
don't talk
album
about
is
Nathan East enough.
no,
He
they
is
don't.
good.
He is. I mean, he's right up there with Marcus Miller to me.
Exactly, exactly. Even though we didn't talk about Marcus Miller in Boomerang,
Boomerang, we didn't, but give that man his flowers.
but we're
Give that
gonna give
man
it
his
to him.
flowers.
We're
But
gonna give Marcus.
yeah,
I don't want to go back. I'm not gonna go back. We're gonna talk about
but
that. We're gonna
I
talk about that another time.
mean, but this album, I mean, Give My Love, like that's one of my faves on this one. Give My Love to You, and there were so many different artists that you were introduced to as well.
So, and you just said, and I give my love to you. You know, that was Sonia Marie.
Mhm.
That was her name that
Yep.
sung that song. The way she sung that, and again, she's speaking poetry. It's
Yep.
poetry over music, guys.
Yep.
Spoken word over sound.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I
And
mean,
I
and I
give my love
love
to you.
that. Exactly. And I mean, and
This,
hearing that with each part, those scenes that the music played in, I mean, they just, they worked in tandem together to make the music come alive because they just fit so well. Birdie. We can't forget Birdie or Gloria.
Gloria, yeah.
What she was going through with her
Mhm.
son and trying to find love again.
Right.
With what song was it? I can't even think of the song right now. Love Will Be Waiting at Home for You. That was a song specifically for her.
Mhm.
Feeling that pain and that want of
Right.
someone loving her
To
for
love
who she
her,
was.
who she
And
was.
exactly, but for her also to be comfortable in her own skin.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that the songs just really encompass each female that was in that movie.
That was in. It almost was like it was their expression
Exactly.
on their feelings, and it conveyed itself
Exactly.
through song as well. So,
Exactly.
man, it hurts like hell. We gotta give pay homage
Yes.
to Aretha Franklin. The way she
Yep.
sung
Rest
that,
in peace. She
listen.
was hurting. Whatever she was going through, she was hurting.
But and took it as Birdie and the rest of the sisters was like, even said it in the song. Put on Aretha. Aretha probably dealt with that stuff. Again, it was like the auntie was coming to you and said, "I know it hurt like hell. I know it hurt like hell,
Yep.
and that's the way it should be." You know,
Yep. She put him on there. Come here, baby. Come here.
come here. You gonna make it. You gonna make it through this,
Exactly.
and I know it hurt like hell, but we got to get through it.
Exactly.
We got to get through it, though. You know.
And here's,
Boy, when I
here's
tell
the
you,
thing. I mean, with
oh
all
my
of these
God,
soundtracks that we mentioned, the one thing that they all have in common, they are all relatable. Each person can relate to any of these songs.
any piece of it. You can see your life, or you know someone who, if you haven't experienced it, but you know someone who
Exactly.
has.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
My Funny Valentine. We shot the sun
Yes.
right. Oh my goodness.
She put her spin on it. She made it her own.
She made it her own.
This song has been redone and redone and redone.
Come on.
She made it her own. And I love that. But the song that I love most on here, and honestly, I don't think they get enough credit, and she doesn't get enough credit. That's WV. All Night Long.
Okay. All night long. Exactly. All night
Like,
long.
And granted, I still remember the scene that it goes with, where you got, you're coming into it and you go, still. But that is still my joy to this day. And, and it took a minute. At first, like, I hadn't listened to it in a while, but then when I started listening to it again, I'm like, hey, I forgot this was on here.
Exactly.
This album is still a joint.
It's still a joy. It's still that press play and go, this is how it works. TLC, Nathan East is playing the bass on that joint.
Yeah.
The funk on there.
And the face
had the screen. So he gave you some boops. He took you there. It was almost like you was listening, my God. Like, man, fire up and just zone out. It's like crazy, man. This album, and again, you had players like Michael Thompson who played guitar on the track for And I Gave All My Love to You. He played the guitar on that, and he was funky. Another Blue Eyed Soul. Blue Eyed
Mhm.
Soul. Again, guys, I'm telling you, stop with all this craziness. Just think what we could
Mhm.
do if we all just come on one accord.
Exactly, and music that bridges that. It brings us
It
all
does.
together. But,
It does.
but to wrap the soundtrack up, count on me. I mean, if Whitney and
Whitney and
CeCe
CC
didn't bring
were,
it to church, I mean, they embodied sisterhood
didn't
on
they?
that freaking
Did
song.
they? Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, that may be why I'm here in Arizona now. God dang it. Can I be on a mountaintop drinking wine,
Okay.
singing Kumbaya together? Because let me
Oh
tell you.
my goodness. That just, again, and that was a great way to encapsulate. And you notice how it started, the movie starts out celebrating 1 year, a new year,
Mhm.
and then it
Yep.
closes out celebrating another year. So it's full
Yep.
set of chapters. This was
Yep.
chapters in each one of those women's lives that they were
Yep.
turning a page to.
Yep.
And again, you don't know what the next year is going to bring,
Exactly.
but at least they had
Exactly.
each other. They had each other through
Exactly.
it all. They were together.
Exactly.
Sisterhood,
Exactly.
friendship. This movie embodied so many different things, whereas the soundtrack just was an extra layer on top of the movie. That
Exactly.
I just want to say, well done. That was a good job all the way around, from the movie to everything. Thank you,
Exactly.
Babyface, for that, because
Exactly.
that was a
You
masterpiece.
did that. You did
Yes,
that.
you did. You did that.
You did that. So
All
and
right.
here and just a PSA, don't nobody try to do it. Don't try
Please
to
don't.
replicate.
Don't. Young kids, young people. Let me talk to y'all. let me
Learn
talk to
from
y'all.
it. Just
Don't
learn
do that.
from it.
Just learn from it, study it, use it as a case study. But please, whatever
Exactly.
you do not try to remake this movie. Do not try to remake any of the songs from the soundtrack,
No.
because we have to go in. And I'm sorry, I was about to close. We were about to close, but not gonna cry. Marriage Ain't Blind. We have to talk about
Yes.
that song.
Yeah.
Fun
Yeah.
fact. Fun fact. The woman that's playing, there's a woman that's playing the bass on
Oh.
Not Gonna Cry.
Okay.
Gail Ann Dorsey. I want everybody to look her up. She's with us.
Well.
She just celebrated her 70th. This woman is fantastic the way she was clapping
Yeah.
that bass. Guys, when I tell you, and then the
She
fact
made it
that
cry.
she made it cry. She literally made that scene cry. And that was funk, it embodied so much with just the overall feeling and the emotions that were
Mhm.
exuded from this album. You have to ask yourself, and I wish I could speak with Babyface and just ask him, what zone were you in? Were you feeling melancholy? Were you eager? Were you I don't know. I just want to know where his mindset was
Mhm.
for forging something that I want to truly say that is one of those of my generation, the greatest soundtrack of all time. I knew
It's a
they dropped this.
masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece. I knew when they dropped this album, they led with Shoot, and they pushed it on radio for about 2 or 3 weeks before, or maybe a month before the actual
Mhm.
film was slated to premiere. And I said at that moment, now think about it now. We don't have social media as we did back,
Yep.
like we have now.
Yep.
And I'm listening and I'm like, this movie is about to be something that I have to witness. I
Oh
have
yeah.
to witness.
You know it was because you had every church lady, every church group.
Oh,
You had them all.
buses. Them sisters was in buses. Busloads coming to the theater.
Ladies, the nanas. You had the
Everybody.
sewing group. Everybody.
Everybody was coming to this. Everybody was coming to this. This was one of those events, like, and I could probably think
Exactly.
back and just to kind of tie in and just to put a bow on everything and just round it out. This was probably the same feeling that our parents and parents had when they were going to, the ones that could go to watch Car Wash.
Exactly. Exactly.
This probably was the
Exactly.
same feeling that they had.
Exactly. Exactly. Because
Because
I mean, because mind you, not to say that Car Wash was that first ever black movie in theater. It
right,
wasn't.
we're not saying
It
that,
wasn't.
guys. Yeah,
Because I mean, you had Mario Van Peebles' father who was making tons of
yeah,
movies in the
exactly.
70s. So
Right.
so there were black movies in theater. What
Right.
we're saying is those that we consider being almost those box office or what became box office movies
Right.
that propelled and grew so much in theaters that are now just timeless classics.
Timeless classics that just talks about our culture, that really just cemented us
Exactly,
into this
exactly,
placement of cinema and
exactly,
sound, you know?
exactly, exactly. Because I mean, it really displays the body of work, and if you really look at it, the span of our life, our struggles, our
Right.
love, our just
Our ups and downs and our triumphs and
exactly.
things like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, man,
Exactly. I
crazy.
mean, so if you really think of it, our culture is a soundtrack. And
It is.
these movie soundtracks have really just really did that because I mean, if you really look at it, the movies that have been put out there with those movies, I mean, those are the worlds that we live in. I mean,
Mhm,
looking at Love Jones when we
mhm.
had a lot of those poetry clubs and things of that nature where you
Exactly,
have
where
the
folks
poetry
were
nights and things of that. So, and the nightclubs, the house parties, just all of those
exactly.
things. So,
Mhm.
so it really speaks volumes. And so we'll
Right.
get into that as we go into our next episode, part two,
Or 2,
because
because
again, we do not want you all to think this is it. This
that's
is
right. We're
not.
not gonna say that. We can't say that, guys. We can't say that because there's a lot of things that has happened in Black culture to move the needle that we must talk
Exactly.
about, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, you brought a good example about talking about from the house parties to there's a movie, House Party. We have to talk about that soundtrack.
Exactly.
Again, guys, we're talking about things that we feel like were cultural moments or movements in time that
Exactly.
all of us as a community looked upon and say, yeah, because that's relatable. That's something that speaks to
Mhm.
what's going on now, or that's
Exactly.
something that I remember. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
we don't want to say that,
Exactly.
please take it for love, guys. We are just talking. We just talking about it because we
Exactly.
love music. And I think that these are things that we need to highlight as a people because we've done so
Exactly.
much. Sometimes you
Exactly.
can be in the moment, but not in the moment, not being able to take
Exactly.
everything, in consideration. So sometimes you have to
Exactly.
step out and look at what we've done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So make sure you drop your favorite soundtracks in the
Yeah.
chat. Let us know what you
Let us
like.
know.
So that way, hey, if it wasn't mentioned in this episode, we'll make sure we mention
We'll
it
make
in
sure
the
we,
next
yeah,
episode.
absolutely.
So trust me, this is going to be something that's ongoing. I mean, even if it's
Exactly.
not the next episode, it may be the next episode.
Down the road. Exactly. So we want to, right. They're never ending. Guys, we want you guys to continue to talk. Put it in the comments. This is conversational. Again, like I said, we're trying to build community here. And so we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear from you guys. Be a part of the conversation. Think about all of us at the cookout. Everybody wants to talk about what their favorite song is. And so just think of it as that, okay? Till the next time, guys. Thanks for vibing out with us. I'm your girl, L Boogie, and y'all stay tuned. We'll see. Take care.